Parents have praised a school program that invites drag queens to read books to children in a bid to teach them about gender identity. Drag Queen Storytime is made up of a group of men in drag who travel to schools and speak to the children about understanding and love. Children from Parson Street School, Bristol, celebrated their World Book Day with a visit from 2 drag queens, who said they wanted children to grow up open-minded. The idea was praised by This Morning viewers after a clip from the visit was broadcast on today's program, with many saying they wish it had been available when they were younger. However, the idea caused huge controversy among parents when it was announced last year, with many saying it wasn't age-appropriate. Alyssa Van Dell, who is one of the 6 drag queens who tour schools around the country with the group, says it is entirely age-appropriate as she only teaches children that everyone is different. She said, "I've always had a positive reaction from the drag queen story times I've done in schools. The parents have come and they've seen it's just a little theatre and a story with a few visuals. I don't really focus on LGBT issues with Drag Queen Storytime. I always stick to the thing of let kids be kids. I focus mainly on being different." The other drag queen at the event, known as Sally, said she wanted parents to teach their children good morals of understanding and love. Viewers loved the idea of the group, with many taking to Twitter to express their support. One tweeted, "Drag queens can teach kids so much about the dimensions of identity in a fun and open-minded way. Imagine how much nicer we'd be to others and ourselves if we were taught to respect all aspects of one another's identities. I'd happily have my kids in drag story team. Having the message that we're all different and fabulous coming from more than just me cannot be negative," another said. A third said, "Story time with drag queens, why was this never a thing when I was at school? I mean, I'd be living. I want to go to Drag Queen Story Time." A fourth agreed. Parents who had actually been there on the day to watch the drag queens were equally as full of praise for the show. One said, "Children are not going to have those adult preconceptions about drag. They just see a perform dressed up reading a story telling jokes. What could be more fun? My children have seen pantomimes. I'm sure most parents would take their children to a pantomime and you've got men dressed as women and women dressed as men and nobody minds," another said. The school children who watched the performance were wowed by the queens, praising their dresses and music. One said they thought it was good to know someone like them. The school's headmaster Jamie Barry said it was part of the school's push to teach children about gender identity. He said, "I always think it will help the children with the work we've been doing for past couple of years to make them realize that there are no specific rules around gender identity and orientation." Tom Carnham, who set up the organization, says they have received a lot of criticism, which he believes only proves the need for Drag Queen Story Time. He explained, "It essentially boils down to the idea that LGBT people shouldn't be around children because they pose some kind of threat. We've been accused of being pedophiles, some pretty horrible stuff. I like to focus on the fact why the voices are saying those things highlights why we need to do what we're doing."